Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Wolfcast. I'm here casting a game of League of Legends play. This is a high ELO game that I saw in the lobby and decided to jump into. Of course it is solo queue, but hopefully we'll still see some decent play. So let's go over the lane matchup. So it is a Singed versus this really a top lane. In mid lane we have a bit of a Ziggs versus Vega. Of course in the jungle you can see them duking out at the moment, a Mundo for purple team, a Nocturne for blue team. And on bot lane we have an Ashe Tarak versus Israel Blitzcrank. So it looks like Mundo actually is going for the Singed up top. Singed doesn't have any idea he's there. He does have red buff too. Really getting him in a good position. Stun going down, not being used as well. He's also just wow, and they're going to jump right onto him. He's just going to get choked down. Mundo picking up the first blood. Well played there. He just really putting him in a bad position. 2 yellow ducks was playing it extremely good, really so far, and just put him in exactly where he needed to be. Mundo followed up, and then they just sort of ate him alive. All the while, let's have a look at the CS of these lanes, see if anyone's taking an early advantage. It does look like Israel is on 32 CS to Ashe's 14, so Israel doing a damn good job at taking this early advantage. Tarak Ashe lane is actually kind of peculiar because Tarak loves to get aggressive in these lanes, and of course Ashe, all she wants to do in life is just sit back and farm and get to that point where she can put on her big boy boots and go and murder a whole lot of bitches in the teamfight phase. So she is getting a lot of harass from this of course Israel Blitzcrank bot, and you know, you can imagine it would be so much better if she had a Janna on a team, or she had a Soroka or somebody who could sustain her a bit more, or just, you know, generally give her the more poking abilities to just sort of stay in this lane, give that Israel a bit more of a hard time, and make sure she doesn't lose too much CS because of that. But she's gone for the Tarak, and of course the Tarak does have decent sustain, and he isn't bad with Janna. What I'm saying, he isn't bad with Ashe, especially at that level 6 with that Shatter, that Dazzle, and of course the Ashe arrow. They can really lock someone down and kill them, but I just feel like other supports can be so much more beneficial for them, especially if they're going up against this Israel Blitzcrank lane. Of course, they might not have known that at the time when they picked their champions, because we didn't get to see a champion select, unfortunately. Ziggs versus Viger. Now this is an interesting lane too, because of course Viger is like the absolute anti-mage, and as you can see, he's already stacking up 65 in magic power, ability power, sorry, and that's going to give him quite, you know, when he gets to these later stages of the game, he's going to have so much ability power that he's going to be able to easily burst down the Ziggs. But the thing is that is he going to be able to get him in range? He's going to really come down to that Dark Horizon. Can he land that Dark Horizon? Actually, I should be looking at what the hell's going up here. That's what I really should be looking at. So it's getting fairly low, and Aurelia is just sort of chasing after him. He is ticking away on that mana pot, so is Aurelia low. It looks like he does actually jump over. He's the one that tries to engage with him. Really popping her ult there, chasing him down, gets a stun, and takes him out, and then she flashes back to a tower, and of course that Nocturne has to pull off because he is in no position to dive her onto the tower. She gets a kill and manages to avoid a gank at the same time, showing you doing even more damage here, doing even more work, and just absolute MVP at this point in time. Just amazing play. Really interesting to see. The Ziggs putting down those mines, warding off that Vega, giving Vega a little bit of a hard time here. Of course, he is farming for Enrage, and whenever, of course, Vega goes in for a bit of CS, he's just getting absolutely sort of chugged down by that Ziggs. And that's the thing you want to do about Vega. If you can actually stop him from farming, then that's like the best case scenario, man. Because, of course, Vega scales so well with farm, same as the Narcissus, you know. Just the more farm they get is just the more powerful they get. Not just because they get gold, but just because they scale with it and they get more powerful from each individual farm. So this Ziggs is doing a really good job at shutting down this Vega and making the Vega actually have less CS, even though he's still got 40 CS too. Of course, Ziggs is 54, so he's not like really shutting him down, but he's doing a decent job. Having a look at this this bottom lane. Actually, what am I saying? I should be having a look up at the Singed. I did spot them in a mini-map. It looks like the stun did go down for Aurelia. He chucks her back into that, trying to kite her around, but that's not really what you want to do. This Aurelia is doing an excellent job. She's just going to wait for Mundo, then engage. The stun comes down. Mundo comes down as well. Is he going to land the cleaver? He doesn't land the cleaver. He just dodges the cleaver, but they're going to chase after him. He's getting really low. It's nice being put down. Aurelia popping his ult. He chucks Mundo into tower range, but of course, here's Mundo. He goes where he bloody pleases, even at level 6. And managing to pick up yet another kill. As the Singed so far has died. It says he's died 4 times, but we know he's died 3 times. The Ziggs actually... Oh, the Ziggs ult coming in, manages to pick up Aurelia really nicely, just popping over and just picking up that kill, snatching it up out of nowhere. There's explosives, and she's not going to be too happy about that, but still, she's got 2 kills, and Mundo's got 1 kill, and the Singed man's been completely shut down. And it's good to see this Aurelia is really going to be able to push her advantage too, because if you can push your advantage against a Singed, especially as Aurelia, and she can get that, maybe she's going to build the early Wit's End, that would be really good. I don't know what she's going to build. I don't think that is actually what she's going to build. She's actually gone for the Chalice of Harmony, which is interesting. You don't normally see that on Aurelia, just because it's not normally that vital. Of course, she doesn't need mana regen that desperately, so she can build something like she can rush that Wit's End, and that just is so much more beneficial for her. But of course, that's personal preference. Some people build Chalice of Harmony, and it works for them. So let's see if it'll work from this Aurelia. I think anything would work for this Aurelia, honestly, just because of how fed you get. Looks like Mundo is taking down that blue, and he is waiting for Veigar to come down. Veigar is pretty far away, so this Mundo's going to have to put up with being a bit kicked in the face a few times, it looks like, and being slammed by a giant goal, and that's never a fun thing to do, but Veigar is finally there, and of course Veigar's going to greatly appreciate that blue, because with that magic, with that what's that called, ability cooldown, CDR, there you go, CDR, he's going to be able to get his Bladeful Strike out even more, and of course every time he gets his Bladeful Strike, he gets 4 MP. Magic Pit. Now, it's actually coming out, followed up with that massive combo coming down. It's going to be enough to take out Ziggs. Ziggs does have Ignite, but he does flash away. That was a beautiful, he flashes after him, gets that Bladeful Strike and picks him up with a kill, and also gets a bunch of ability power to boot with that. That was an amazing Ash Arrow coming up. That was absolutely horrendously good, really good situational awareness, and Veigar jumping on there really appropriately and picking up that nice kill on Ziggs. That's going to really help him out in this lane. So far, man, Purple Team has been doing an excellent job. It does look like a Singe was caught a little bit out of position. This is going back to the very beginning of this fight. He's going to go down to ward, and it looks like Mundo is actually going to go up just to check a ward behind him. Does see that Singe there, and Aurelia is going to be cutting off his escape man, but he's going to be running in the appropriate position. What is that even called? I forgot what it's called. The Infected Cleaver is going to come down to slow them, and he's got Nocturne is actually jumping in, but still it's not going to be enough. Actually, it might be enough, but he's running right back into Aurelia's arms, popping that on, going to be able to pick him up. Although Nocturne is going to be able to pick up Mundo, but can Aurelia pick up this Nocturne? That's what it really comes down to. She's doing a lot of damage to her, but she's going to have to back off and let that Nocturne live another day, unfortunately for them. And all the while, it does look like 2 kills for Blue Team, 3 kills for Purple Team, but Purple Team are only 600 gold ahead, which isn't that great for, you know, a 3-kill lead, but it's still a lead, and their team is really, really good in this late game. Of course, the Blue Team is no slackers too, but Purple Team do have a slight bit of advantage. Of course, they do have that Taric, and that Taric actually has a bit more of impact on these fights, because that Radiance does give a lot of attack damage bonus. You know, it gives your team a lot of bonus, especially in these team fights. And they have this Veigar, which is just going to be able to really, really scale amazingly well into this late game. He could possibly burst down the Ziggs if the Ziggs doesn't build MR, but he is, of course, he's not a stupid Ziggs. He's an experienced Ziggs. This is high ELO, and he's going to build the Negatron Cloak just to stop himself from being completely gived, which means he's not going to get burst down, which means Veigar's going to be less useful than what he normally would be, but he's still going to be very useful. He's still going to scale very well into this late game. As well as that, they've got a Mundo. Now, Mundo, of course, gets fed, and then he just bloody runs into the middle of you and just makes your life a living hell. On top of that, they have Aurelia, and this Aurelia is getting fed, and the fed Aurelia is going to easily be able to jump onto this Israel, stick to this Israel, and take them out. And then they have an Ashe, which outscales Israel as well. Ashe having amazing utility, and she's going to be able to do a decent job. So, all in all, Purple do have a better example. Actually, Ash Arrow landing on that is Blitzcrank him actually give down. Taric getting picked up by the Israel, though the effective cleave does land on that Graves. Blitzcrank does get picked off. Now they're going to switch Taric's Israel. Israel's going to flash and get away there, but they still managed to trade a 1-for-1 support. In the end of the day, Purple Team did come out here because they got more assists there, but still, it's unfortunate that Blitzcrank that Taric did get taken out there, and Israel seeing the situation and actually reacting very well to that. All the while, Nocturne is going to be taking the Wraiths of Mundo, which Mundo is not going to be too happy about, but he's going to go and he's going to leave one up too, but Mundo's going to be there easily to clear that. He's also going to make a move on mid. Does he have his ult up? He doesn't have his ult up for another 20 seconds. Actually, looks like the Dark Rising landing at the perfect opportunity, but will it be enough? Actually, he's going to go for a dive. Fear lands in the right direction. Zix is there too, but they can't do enough. And that last tower hit's going to be enough if they're going to pick up a kill. I want to rewatch that because that was just so exciting. That was they just didn't do enough damage there. He actually managed to get that beautifully rising, going back into the base. The Fair does put him right back into Warwick that Nocturne's arms, but he gets off that combo with that ult, that old QR combo, and has enough with that last tower hit to take out that Nocturne. Amazing play from this Veigar. A bit of a mistake probably from Nocturne, not quite managing to pick up that kill, but At the end of the day, they just gave Vega another kill. 1v2, no worries. He's just going to take your AD carry, then go back to farming, because he's just that kind of cool. And also, he's scaling really well. As you can see, he's getting a horrendous... Actually, Event Horizon landing right into that tower. He doesn't quite have his ult, so he didn't want to go in there. But imagine, when he gets his ult, he's going to have to be this Zig, there you go. He's going to have to be extremely careful. But that ult's actually going to come out and picks him off on the very edge of that ult. Oh my god, let's have a replay of that then, shall we? Just the very, very, very edge of that ult, picking him off. He was almost out. You could see he was skipping to freedom. He thought he was safe. He lands with that Q, follows up with that ult, and it's just so very close. All the while, it looks like there is a kill at top lane that we're going to have a look at. This Singe going to get jumped on by Aurelia. Actually decides to engage here, decides to go in for a CS. Aurelia immediately jumping onto him. Mundo comes out of the bushes, and he knows that he's in a bad space. Effective Cleaver hasn't even been thrown out. It does miss, but still has to juke back into the enemy, and he's going to be picked up by that Aurelia picking up yet another kill. Got 4 kills and 1 assist at the moment. Singe actually saying he's got 5 deaths. I believe he's got 4 deaths, but he may have 5 deaths. I'm not too sure if that's a bug out. Let's have a calculation here. It does look like that's a bug out because that just doesn't make sense. He's got 4 deaths. It's just that the spectator mode is saying that he's got more deaths than what he actually has. He's also got 77 farm to Aurelia's 88, so she's out farming him and out killing him. And now you can see he's just going to get completely zoned out of this lane. Let's exactly see what Aurelia is building. She hasn't even gone back to buy yet, so let's have a look at her gold total. Where is she? There she goes. She's got 2,000 gold pretty much now. That is a huge amount, and I want to see what she decides to buy with that 2,000 gold. What's she going to buy? Come on. The suspense is quite grim. Quite epic. Actually, the grip actually lands, and this just gets chugged down. Look at that last auto from Israel. Is going to be enough for them to take out. Let's have a look at that team fight again, then, shall we? That was a beautiful grip, of course. Blitzcrank just going in actually almost uses his auto onto that Tarek. That's not exactly one of Australia's. Radiant's being put down. Israel just going to jump right into Rage, and that last auto is going to be enough to take them out. There's a nice play from them, and now we get to see what Aurelia bought. It looks like she is going to buy that Phage and also move towards that Wit's End, and now I think that with that Shirley's, that was a bit of a Vega coming out of the bushes. BTS is down. That DPS is down. That Israel, no worries. Of course, Ignite's been put down, and he's going to get a double kill. And Vega scales so well with kills. You can see he actually gets ability power from his kills too. He's sitting on 226 ability power now. That is a huge amount at the 15-minute mark almost. That is a massive amount. You can see he's got a huge amount of farm, and he must have a massive amount of gold too. Let's have a look at his gold total then, shall we? It does look like he has 5k, almost got 1,000 gold stacked up in the bank. He's probably going to rush that BF sword, BF sword, I'm saying. Yeah, 80 Vega, man, new meta. No, he's going to rush that death cap. Oh no, he's going to rush his Deathfire Grasper and then rush his death cap probably. Or he might go for a bit of survivability, but I'm guessing he's going to rush his death cap. And that Deathfire Grass is actually a really good move to make, because it means you can really DPS, because it's all about burst, and it just gives you more burst, and he doesn't really need the ability power that much. But just that you can imagine Death Cap scales so well with him, because of course he gets that ability power. He gets so much ability power, and then it gets an extra 30% ability power on top of that. Death actually almost lands with that dark matter there, and that could have actually almost been curtains for that Ziggs here. He would have been in a really tough spot. It looks like there is a wave pushing into that tower, but Mundo, he's going to be able to pick up that blue buff. Nocturne is waiting in the wing, so is he going to make a move here? He's got another 40 seconds on his ult, so you can't burst someone down just yet. All the while, let's have a look at what's happening top there. Singe is actually going a little bit aggressive here, but feeling confident. Aurelia could actually jump onto him. I feel like she could DPS him down, but maybe she couldn't. Maybe that's just me. She does have that Phage, so he can't really run away from her. I'm surprised he isn't jumping onto her. He is getting a lot of health, though, so maybe he can't. Maybe she can't. Mundo is coming up, though. He's really low on health. He does have it. He could actually pop that out and go for another kill on the Singe. I wonder if he's going to do that. He's going to actually take this golems, which can be reasonably smart, too. Aurelia is doing a decent job at farming under the tower, and she does scale really well. What's she going for him now? No, he's just going to use that, he's going to be firing out gas all over those minions, and of course farm them up as well. Having a look at this bot lane, nothing too interesting going on. Actually, grip lands on Soraka, man, some 6 games going on down. Immediately it gets burst down. She goes down to, of course, I don't even know what she went down to there, but that grip landing, of course, immediately just getting absolutely gibbed by this Israel Blitzcrank, man. So much burst damage, and the exhaust being laid down, and she gets taken out there. Nocturne coming in for the Ziggs. He's setting up, Nocturne coming in for this Vega, not Ziggs. Ziggs is setting up as well. As the Dark Horizon going down, he's going to use his combo, and Ziggs getting fairly low, but not quite low enough, and now the Nocturne's coming in. He's got that fear. He has to use Flash to escape there, and it looks like he will be able to get away. They don't really want to go back on there. The Ziggs could easily be bursted down, and he knows that, so he's going to back off. Wise play from him there. Blitz going in. He's actually deciding to go in with the Power Fist onto that turret, but Israel not quite having there to back, not being there to back him up, of course, and that is going to mean that they're not really going to get a kill. Shadow being out just to farm a bit of the wave, and all the while it looks like everyone's just backing, going back to the farm. Nothing too particular is happening. Aurelia has picked up a Wit's End now, and this is when she is really strong. With that Wit's End, she could probably burst down this Singe. Of course, Singe does do magic damage, as you know, probably, at least you should know if you play Singe, and she's got that Phage, that Wit's End, and of course that Chalice of Harmony, so she's sitting on 121 magic resist at the moment. That is a huge amount, and she could easily really DPS this Singe down. All she needs is boots, though, because with that Phage, she's just, this is the big thing about Singe, she's so fast that he can just kite you run forever. But this Aurelia, you know, she's really good at jumping onto people, and with that Phage, it means that you just can't escape her marauding onslaught, and that means she just takes you all and kills you all, and then gets extremely fed. Looks like Singe is going to be going for a bit of a jungle invade here, but he's got nothing to catch. He's checking that red buff, see if that Mundo did actually only just pick that up. And now they don't have any vision of the Singe, otherwise he could have been in a really bad spot. But unfortunately for him, fortunately for him at least, he doesn't have that. Purple team didn't have any vision there, so they couldn't make a movement. It looks like she will just engage on the Singe, doing quite a bit of damage. He's actually going to engage on it. He gets chucks her the wrong way, and now he's kiting her backwards and forwards, but she doesn't have those second boots, man. And once she has those second boots, that's when things are going to get really rough. But she needs to engage him again. Yeah, there you go. She's got her cooldowns are up, and she knows she can engage him. Oh, she doesn't actually, but all the time she just leaves him out, he just regens so incredibly fast that he's going to go up, just engage him again. There you go. Just keep on engaging him when he makes these stupid positions and keep on backing off. Mundo is coming up too. They do ping him that he's coming up, and now Singe is in a bad spot. He's being slowed as well. Mundo's coming in. He knows he has to kite him, but he can't really kite him as well. Effective cleaver, it does land, and that Singe is going down. And Mundo, also being the gentleman, going to be leaving that kill to Aurelia. Man, next thing we need, Riot, Gentleman Mundo skin. That is going to be the biggest thing. Gentleman Mundo skin, Gentleman Cogmore skin, and that's going to be so fantastic. Let's have a look at how this gank ended up happening down bot. Oh, that grip almost landing to actually Asher, but landing on Blitzcrank, not exactly. It was also being used on that Israel, and Vega coming in, but Vega, does he have flash up? You know, he doesn't, so he can't actually hold it. That was a beautiful Event Horizon. He's going to combo forward up, and Zazzle coming in. They're going to be able to easily pick up that kill there too. Vega getting another kill, but Israel's chasing out the turret. They need to switch back, man. Ash is going to fight this turret. They're going to fight this Israel. She's going to do, but now she's going to go down. Oh, the shadow's coming up. The fully is enough, and will she survive it? Oh, she does survive! Oh, that was some close play, as you can tell by the sheer highness of my voice. I am so impressed with that. The Ash volley coming out and managing to save them. The Israel almost picking up a double kill, but instead they're managing to clean up that bot lane. Ash getting one kill, Vega getting the other. And let's have a look at this Vega's. Look at that. He's sitting on 355 ability power now, and it's only going one way, and that is up. He's got his needlessly large rod, and he's going to be building that into a death cap next. When he gets that death cap, he is just going to be absolutely uncontrollable now. This Ziggs has got to be building. Let's see what the Ziggs has actually built. So he's built. Where is Ziggs actually? Looks like he's built that Abyssal Scepter, which is a good move versus the Vega. It means he's going to have magic resist, which means he probably won't be absolutely gibbed. And apart from that, yeah, he's built the Mercury Treads too. So yeah, he's building everything necessary to versus Vega. If you're versing a Vega, you see some people just not build magic resistant. It's like troll all this Vega's just gonna kill you on cooldown, man. It's like Vega's favorite thing. If you haven't built that magic resist, he's just gonna farm off you every time his ult up. Basically, every 90 seconds, he's gonna get a kill. That's basically how it works. It's so rough. Blitzcrank charging forward, the overdrive, looking for a hook actually. Well, let's see if he can land it. Does land on a turret, follows up with that power fist actually. No, the Dazzle coming through, a Nocturne coming in low. Mundo is here, but the turret is going to get bursted down. Looks like a lot of people taking down. This is great. Blitzcrank decided to take the tower. I don't know actually what happened there. Maybe he DC'd or something, but Blitzcrank, Mundo is going to be in the middle of this. That's alright. Mundo, Ziggs coming in from the side. Asher really got below. I can shift away, and looks like Ziggs is going to come in from behind. Let's see how he picked up that kill. So he's waiting on the other side. He's going to throw that ult out. There you go. He actually goes out with a combo there, so she knows he's there, and that Mundo's just tanking on him in the middle. She's going to go back, ult coming out. It's not going to be quite enough that she actually dodges out of that, and now Mundo, Flash coming forward. That last order is going to be enough, and they're all going to be able to escape. But Vega is coming down. He's going to be looking for someone. He's going to be able to take out the Dark Horizon coming down. That was a nice. Oh, he ran into the tower that popped his shield, and then he just got took out by that, of course, that Dark Matter. And also, he's going to get a double kill, getting even more magic for this. He's going to flash forward, and he's going to take one tower hit, but it's not going to be enough to take him out. Singe waiting in the wings. He's going to be coming down. Mundo's going to try his best to slow him, and now Ziggs has to get out there as fast as possible. Singe is out for blood. He's also going to be able to take this tower. He's going to use that Dark Horizon. It's going to probably be enough for him to survive. It's hopefully going to be enough for him to survive. Yeah, it is, and that means Vega is going to be able to survive and get away with yet another kill there. Let's have a look at how much kills. Vega's got 710 at the moment. Extremely scary with 162 CS. Man, and the Singe, the Singe getting engaged on by Mundo a little bit there, but not going to go through and commit with that. Let's have a look at Vega's CS now. I mean, ability power there. Now he's sitting on 126 ability power now. So that's just this goes to show you how much this is going up every time. Just every time we look at him, he's going up by about 100. It's just amazing. Singe with that huge. That's one thing you got to love about Singe, man. His farming is just so much fun. That's basically the only reason that I play Singe. Is just because, well, one, you can just troll a low fart trail, but also the other side of it is that you can the farming's just so much fun. You just sort of run along behind the mini wave, and they all sort of die and suffocate and have a horrible death, and it's just, it's such a good time. Really actually deciding to engage. Jumps to a minion, jumps to the Ziggs, so that's to engage him under the tower. Well, the Dark Horizon comes down. That Q is going to be enough for Vega to pick up another kill there. Good play from Aurelia, and now Nocturne's. Oh, is he going to go on here? No, he's not, and they're going to take this dragon here. 8 to 17 kills at the moment. Purple team in an absolute dominating lead, but they've only got about a 3k lead actually, which is, it's good by the 23 minutes. That's really good, but considering how many kills they are ahead, I would expect that lead to be just a little bit more, but not by all that much. But still, man, 3k lead, you shouldn't be complaining about that. That is a really nice lead. I'm really going to come up to the Singe, and let's have a look at what Aurelia's items are now. She's building so much magic resistance, man, but it does mean she's just going to get melded by this AD carry, and I don't know whether this is a smart idea. I suppose they only I guess they do have two major AD sources. They've got that Nocturne and that Israel, so I don't know building that much magic resistance is going to be all that effective. I feel like she should be building some armor too. Mundo coming around behind the Singe, actually. They're looking to engage here. It does ping on him, and he's going to pop his ult straight away going. The Singe is in a bad way, in a bad position. He's just getting melted down. Exhaust Knight has been put down on Aurelia, but Aurelia popping ult, and now the Exhaust Knight has been put down onto Singe. Singe doing a good job of kiting. She is actually she's supposed to flash away there. She's just waiting for a cooldown. She's going to be able to jump onto that Singe for the poison. The poison's going to be enough to take her out. That's a double knockout, but Nocturne, all the while, Nocturne's getting DPS down by this Mundo. Mundo doing a lot of damage to this Nocturne. Nocturne actually decided to fight here, but Singe, he's waiting for the Ziggs to come up, but he's not going to be in time, and this, all the while this Vega is following him up, and there you go, he does get picked off, and now they're going to switch onto the Ziggs, and the Ziggs actually doing a good job. They're also going to be enough to take out that Mundo, but of course, the massive amount of burst damage coming up from that Vega, it's going to be enough to pick up that Singed, and that Singed, that Ziggs, and now they, all in all, came out ahead there. That was a 3-kill to 2-kill lead in favor of Purple Team. But this bot lane though, they're pushing up pretty hard here, man, and they've got that one tower, and they're doing quite a bit of damage to the second tower as well. And let's have a look at the CS on this bot lane. So Israel's sitting on 217 CS. That's quite a lot of CS to Ash's. Where is Ash? 112. That is a big story right there. That is huge. The AD carry is getting completely shut down by CS here. Man, this Israel's got over 100 CS on top of this Ashe. That is just painful to see. The Ashe is not going to be happy about that. On top of that, this Israel's got 4 kills and this Ashe only has 3. But I mean, he's got 1 kill. Actually, Ashe are landing on that Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank caught out in real position. The Ashe is coming out as well. He's going to flash over the wall, but... oh, they're not going to be able to shut him down. It looks like they're not going to decide to flash after him, seeing that's a bit of a waste. And what are they going to decide to do now? So they are just going to group up and push in this middle. Maybe just do a bit of a group Wraiths action in the opponent's jungle. They're actually looking to cut off this Israel. Israel's taking red, and they're going to catch him out of position. And this tower could lay down Dazzle. He's going to Arcane Shift over the wall and escape there. Blitzcrank is going to go for a hook here. And if they're not careful, yeah, this could be an easy hook, actually. Where's the hook coming? Where's the hook coming? He's decided not to hook. I suppose it was a bit dangerous. They didn't know who the rest of them are, but I'm still surprised that they didn't hook that Tarek and just DPS them down, or maybe even force a flash, you know. All the while, Singe is doing what Singe does best, and that is just basically split pushing and farming up, and then Singe is going to do what he does even better, which is basically run around an enemy team troll or lolling. Looks like Aurelia is going to be up top to stop him from pushing down this tower. I don't think this tower is going to be going up. He does check that slow in there just to check him out. He's going to go around it and decides to engage on. Jumps to a minute, just engages on him. He's taking a lot of damage here, but the tower doesn't focus on him. He will be able to escape, of course, because he does have that troll low speed now, but still managing to take out that tower. Good play from Singed. And yes, there was a kill in mid lane. Let's check out exactly how that went down then, shall we?
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Looks like Ziggs and Israel are just going to be farming up mid Event Horizon using that Dark Matter, follows up with the Q, the combo comes down, and that is what Veigar does. That's even what Fed Veigar does even better. Just Event Horizon, and then all of a sudden, you die in a horrible matter death. Aurelia being focused on a little bit. She's got no tower to run to, and Nocturne's using that fear. Exhaust has been put out too. This looks like it will be a death, but Mundo is here now, and the Exhaust has been Exhaust has been used onto Singed, and they're going to focus on Israel coming. Basically, the whole team is coming in here. Tarek's getting focused a little bit. Veigar is in the wings now. He's doing a lot of damage to that Singed. It looks like they did manage to get a double kill onto that Singed, and then in that Nocturne, it looked Mundo picking up that double kill, and they're going to focus straight onto this Event Horizon being used as well, and that is a kill with that Dark Matter, and it goes another kill. Boom, goes another kill for Veigar. Veigar getting quite a considerable lead now. Where is he? He's got 10 kills to 1 death now. He's got his Rabadon's death cap, and they're going to focus onto the Singed. Event Horizon coming down again. The combo's coming out, and it's going to be enough. Will it be enough? It is enough to burst him down, and there's another kill. It's 11 kills for Veigar, man. This is just counting up so high, and it's ranking and ranking and ranking up. And he has his 700 magic power now. Ability power. I always call it magic power. Too much like World of Warcraft or something, isn't it? He's got 700 ability power. That is a lot of ability power. Like that. That's just a tremendous amount. Now he's got his void stuff with that 40% magic penetration, stacking with that 20% magic penetration. He is just going to burst down anyone. He could burst down anyone at this point in time. He can burst down Israel. He can burst down. He can burst down Ziggs. He could probably even possibly burst down Nocturne if he doesn't spell shield something. And yeah, because Nocturne actually has no magic resist, so yeah, he probably could burn down that Nocturne. That is a scary thing, man. It just means that when you go into a team fight, instantly Veigar's just going to claim one of your people, and then he's going to stay back for an extra couple of seconds, and for about 7 seconds, and he's going to go in and probably claim another. And that's just going to make it very, very hard for you to deal with. He's going to do so much damage, he can just take someone out of the fight straight away, and so they're going to have to shut him down if they want to win this game. It is approaching the 30-minute mark, and it does look like Purple Team have claimed a little bit of a lead here. Well, I say a little bit of a lead, almost a 6k lead. That's quite substantial. But Purple Team is pinging on this Baron. Will they decide to go for this Baron? Of course, Ashe is bottom lane, and the saving grace of this blue team is going to really come down to this Israel and his amazing farm. And he's got his Trinity Force. He's got his IH now, and they are going to engage onto this Baron. And oh my god, Purple Team don't have any idea that this Baron is going down right now. They just have no idea, and this Baron's getting DPS down so low, and the grip comes out, he lands it up with the power fist, and they're going to switch onto that. They're going to have to take out that with a smite, and also take out a Tarek. It's a 4v5, and they have Baron buff, and now they're designed to engage here. It looks like, who's that? Veigar going to focus, actually Nocturne jumping right into that Veigar. They're pushing it out of the fight, but Mundo managing to take out that, getting a double kill onto the Blitzcrank, of course, and then Nocturne, and also Aurelia jumping onto that Israel, taking him out too, and oh, that Ziggs managing to throw a Q in there, picking off that shutdown onto Veigar. He's going to be quite happy about that. Now Singed is going to come back in with, of course, Israel's help. And Israel didn't go down. I did actually say that. I thought Israel went down, but he didn't actually manage to survive. And this Mundo's going to go down too. And now it is actually only one person up for Purple Team, and that is Ashe. And they've got 3 people up for them. 3 people up for Blue Team, so they could easily push forward, and now Blue Team have taken a big step to getting back into this fight. They've taken that Baron buff, they've gotten quite a few kills, and they've made back quite a bit gold. They're only 3k gold behind now, and at the 30-minute mark, 3k gold isn't the end of the world. Israel going to come in, take that red buff with that Q. Of course, it's really potent on him. And just going to show this, Israel's going to do a lot of damage. He's got that Trinity Force and that Infinity Edge now. And he's going to be looking for probably his Phantom Dancer next. And when he gets that, he's just going to be extremely, extremely powerful. And looks like he actually could go back and get a Zeal. Actually, almost could go back and get a Phantom Dancer straight off the bat. He's going to go through that Dragon, take that Dragon to try and catch back with the gold even more. But what he's got to be careful of is this Aurelia. This Aurelia's got a Trinity Force now. And she's also got a Wits End, this means she's going to be able to jump on you and stick to you, and that's exactly what she's going to be looking for with Israel. The great thing that Israel has, of course, he has this Trinity Force, and also he has this Arcane Shift, so Asher landing on that Nocturne, actually, you can start to engage on that Nocturne, Event Horizon coming down, that Nocturne is probably going to be sacrificial, the Nightman is going to come down and easily pick that off, doing more than half his health and damage, and woohoo, that's a good position for them to go, and that's a 4v5 now. They know they can push, and they're in position to push. Actually, Ash and Aurelia deciding to push this bot lane. They should really be grouping up and pushing one lane, although it's going to be pretty hard to push into this lane with, of course, a Singe and a Ziggs, and also that Blitzcrank, like looking for a pull there, looking for a grip. So they don't have the best sieging team, but then with that Vega, man, you can burst people down. So if that Ziggs gets even tiny bit out of position, you can burst them down. But putting Ziggs into a sort of tough position in these sieging positions. Just having a look at what they're planning on doing next. Look like they're all going to go back and just buy a Tarek to pick up the Ages of the Legion. Let's have a look at the buys real quickly now. And it does look like Vega is getting very near the 6-item mark now. He's got that needlessly large Raga. He's got that. He's probably going to build that maybe into an Hourglass, I'm thinking. Or I don't even know if I don't play mid, by the way, if you guys didn't notice. So if I did get mistake that, if I knew make mistakes talking about mid, that would be why. I am an avid support player. I play in a team of 5 people, so it basically means I never play anything but support now, so I'm enclosed in my own little box, which is a bit unfortunate, but also has the benefits of not having to put up with solo queue people. Ash Arrow coming out and actually does connect with someone. I don't even know what that connects with, and that is Vix getting burnt down. He does manage to get it. Oh, they're going to focus onto that Nocturne too. Of course, Tarek managed to get picked up by the Ziggs as well, but still the Vega going forward, managed to pick up that Israel, and now Blue Team are in a really, really good position. They've got to be really happy about this position they're in right now. They could definitely push. The Singe is going to be trolling around trying to pull them off, but they don't want to fall for it, man. That's the last thing they want to do. They don't really want to fall for it going after that Singe. He's going to find Vega out of position, and that's not good. They need to go protect this Vega now. He's going to use that Event Horizon. Actually, he's doing a huge amount of damage to that. The Singe almost managed to take out that Vega, but Vega's doing a decent amount of damage. Ash is going to be able to take it, and that's an ace for their team. They did manage to go back and manage to help that Vega out, make sure he didn't die, and let's see if they decide to push forward now. Why aren't they pushing these inhibs? I don't get it. They could easily just push forward these towers, and they're just wasting this time by going in and farming. Why would you waste your time doing that? It's just, you can benefit so much more from just pushing these towers down, get so much gold, and also, you know, get closer to getting that inhib, and when you get that inhib, that's a real milestone for you. 4K, of course, in the lead for Purple Team now. They are sitting on 33 kills to 18 kills in the favor of Blue Team. And this can play tricks on your mind, because if you look at this from an outside and you don't have the luxury of spectator mode, they might be thinking that they're much further ahead. This happens to a lot of teams. A lot of teams don't realize that they're not actually that far ahead just because they're looking at the kills and thinking, geez, these guys have almost double our kills. But what they don't realize is that you've made up with gold at all the map objectives and everything else. And so you're not actually all that far behind. So that can actually fool people into thinking they're a lot further behind than what they are, and force them into playing timidly when they don't actually need to, and making mistakes due to their play style. But more experienced teams, of course, would be aware of that. And it looks like this team isn't really timid to engage them at all. This Blue Team is very open in the fact that they feel like they can engage them. But an open field fight, you saw just then, they are getting shut down a little bit. They're not quite managing to pull this off, and that's because it is actually quite hard to go up against this. As an AP carry, it is quite hard to go up against a Vega, knowing you can't go in this Event Horizon. You know, Israel knowing you can't get in this Event Horizon. That is going to actually play tricks in their mind, and it is quite hard to learn how to play that, especially with an Ash Arrow initiator, and every single time these team fights have been going down, they have been initiated by a beautiful Ash Arrow, so there's Ash obviously knowing how to use the Ash Arrow and using it effectively. They're going to farm up that mid, and Cinch is waiting in those bushes. They're actually going to catch Mundo way out of position, and let's see if Mundo can escape. He does go where he pleases, but Ignite's been put down. He's going to get focused on. He pops his ult trying to get away. That Blitzcrank is going to seal the deal, and that's going to him go down. They do blow a lot of ults on that low, but they did manage to take out the legendary tanky Mundo, which is they're going to be rejoicing over, I'm sure. And deciding to push forward in this tower. They are pinging forward this tower, and they do know they want to push this objective. They're not going to make the same mistake that Purple did, and they're going to try and force these opportunities, these small advantages, and make them into big advantages. At the moment, they are behind, and they do need to take a few more map objectives. It looks like they will be able to take this tower here. They're not really giving them much resistance. Actually, Singe deciding to run forward, gets a dazzled, and that's going to put a stop to Event Horizon coming up. And that Vega going a bit forward, looking like he was going to go into that Nocturne, obviously giving Nocturne a bit of a heart attack, but he didn't have the cooldown, so of course him down, and it looks like they're just going to split up top. They're just going to take the buffs and also take this top tower, and they're just going to catch up with this gold, because every tower they take is going to be roughly, it's going to put them way back into the game, roughly put them at 1,000 gold or something. I can't do math. I'm just reciting something off the top of my head. It looks like they will be pushing forward this tower, and will they be able to get it? Singe deciding to attack it, but Mundo is up now, and they could easily have to be. Well, Ash Arrow comes out, but it doesn't miss. Actually connects for somebody way in the back, but it's not going to give them any chance to engage there, and they're not even going to try to engage on that. They're just going to back off, and it looks like the Baron has been pinged, and they're going to charge forward. Mundo popping his ult there, charging. Can he get off of his cleavers? Can he make the team catch up? He does get off the cleavers, and Ezreal popping his ult actually lands on every one of the purple team, doing a lot of damage, and Nocturne jumping in, getting on this Vega red Horizon, and he gets burst down by, of course, Ash as well. Singe chasing after him. He's also been put down low. He's just getting kited around the place, and slowly again DPS down, but Ash did go down because she got left behind by the tanky, and now the rest of the team are catching up with the Singe, and they're going to be able to take up that Mundo, and now they're in a really good position. Vega's too low, Harika's too low. All has to flash out to get away from that grip. Of course, a nice flash there, escaping from death there by narrowly, and that is going to give the opportunity for this blue team to push forward and take this tower, and possibly take an inhib too. They've got 40 seconds or so to, of course, push this forward. Vega is going to come back out into lane, but he can be DPS down very quickly, so he can't really defend this tower without this tanky front line, and they're going to be able to take this tower, no worries. You can see how fast that tower is just going down, getting absolutely melted by the Israel. And of course they're going to move on this hib, and that's going to push an inhib, and that means all their lanes are going to be pushing forward. Blitzcrank looking for a hook there, but not quite matching. Dazzle being laid down, doing a lot of damage to that Singe, but of course followed up by the obvious obvious Vega. Now they've pushed that inhib low, they're in a good position to take this next Baron, because it's pretty obvious, but I'm just going to point it out anyway. All the lanes are pushing now, so it means all the lanes are pushing into their base. So again, that means that if they just diddle around this Baron and force this fight out a little bit, and that means eventually the tower's going to push into their base, they're going to start losing these outer towers, and then Purple Team are going to have to back off to defend their base. At this point in time, Blue Team is just going to be free to take this Baron, so it means that they have the luxury of time now. They don't have to rush to take the Baron, whereas Purple Team really do. But it does look like they're going to rush right into this Baron. They might be able to take it out in time. Let's see, they do have a lot of damage from that Mundo and the Ashe, and they're doing quite a bit of damage to it. Radiant's been put down, it's getting bursted down. I think they will be able to take it out in time, and it looks like the Israel coming up, but they're just going to give up a Baron here. A nice play from Purple Team, realizing they're going to charge forward. Look at it like they're going to go for an engagement here. Is that so wise? Probably is. They don't really have any lanes pushing into their base, and they're going to ping to go back and not engage in there. Oh, that Zig! Oh, Vega going forward and seeing that Zig's out of position, instantly taking out. Nocturne not being burnt too, and now they can engage. Why are you running away? They really should engage here. They're pinging to fall back, and they just need to go forward and push an inhib. There's a bit of a wave pushing into their base, but they could push forward and inhib at this point, and it looks like Vega is going to back and clean up that wave. He's got 990 ability power at the moment. I just want to point that out, and he is looking like he has got the hourglass now. He's almost item capped, and they're going to ping on the dragon instead. That's just wasting your time. I mean, at this point in time, dragon really doesn't matter, and they really need to push forward these towers, get into a chance of taking this inhib. Otherwise, they're just giving up team fights after team fights. Yeah, it was only one kill, so it's not a guaranteed tower, not a guaranteed inhib, but they could easily take this outer tower, and that means next time they could go forward with the inhib tower. It's just setting up for other fights. Setting up to take an initiative. And without that, Ziggs actually catching this Singed way out of position. Will he be able to escape? It looks like he will be able to. He is Singed after all. He did take a lot of damage. Ashe finally catching up with things. She does have a Phantom Dancer. She has her Last Whisper, her Infinity Edge, and looking for, I'm guessing it's going to be a Bloodthirst next. And so she is finally starting to catch up with this Israel. Israel is, of course, item capped now with that Trinity Force, and also he managed to shut down a Vega. I want to see how that happens exactly. Where is Vega. There's Vega. Looks like he is recalling. And where is Israel? He's going to be able to spawn. Actually, Blitzcrank might be able to land a hook here. He goes for a hook. He does land a hook. Goes into it. It goes straight into it. Power fist. And into the arms of the very, very unpleasant Israel here. He is extremely unpleasant because he does have that Trinity Force. He does have that Infinity Edge. He's got that last split speed. He's got the Quicksilver Sash to escape that Rising. And now they're going to push forward and try to get this in here. But will they be able to do that? His team is actually pretty far off, but he's getting a lot of damage into this tower. They're not really pushing him off as effectively as Purple Team would like, and they're waiting for Munder to come back. And here you go, Cinch is actually coming down. They're going to engage onto that Blitzcrank. Not exactly the person I want to engage with. Exhaust has been put down to on Ziggs. That's a bit of a weird decision. Blitzcrank going really low, but now they're going to turn around the fight. It looks like... really, it did get burst down, but she's just over that GA. She's going to go straight back into the fight, but get burst down by Israel straight away. And Ziggs managing to take out the Ashe with the ulti, and this could be GG right here. They could easily push forward in the win. That's a double kill from Israel. That's almost sealing their fate. That is probably going to be GG right there. I can't imagine this Mundo being able to pull off some heroic 300 stuff here. He's going to have to give up the tower. That's that one tower going down. The other tower goes down. He's going to try something out here. He's going to charge in. Blitzcrank landing a hook, and they're going to... Vega is actually up now, so they possibly could push this away, but that is pretty much going to be GG anyway. They're just going to focus on this in Nexus. Israel doing a good job at just sort of jumping all over the place, DPSing down this Nexus, and they just need a few more hits. I'm surprised they haven't done it. They're just padding their score a little bit, it seems. And there you go, it's an ace. And then after that ace, going to move forward, taking that Nexus. So that is GG. That is game. Turning out that blue team managed to win that, and very well done from them. Good plays from them, and just, yeah, solid good work and a good solid team fights, and generic, nice, good play from League of Legends players, which is good to see. It was, of course, a 41, almost 42-minute game. My name has been Mr. Wolfwise. This has been a game of League of Legends Avcast of high ELO solo queue ranked play. If you guys would love to leave a comment, I'd love to hear from you about tips and stuff like that. Anything that can really help me get better would be greatly appreciated. If you want to thumbs up the video, that would really inspire me to sort of go out there and keep on doing. And subscribe if you really want to make me feel really good about myself. Anyway, I've been Mr. Wolfwise. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking through to the end. You're a real trooper. Take it easy. Have a lovely day.